A cop pulls me over and said, "Papers." I said, "Scissors, I win." Then he shot me 78 times.
When it comes to videos about artists pushing back against AI, it's always just a video of an artist drawing an image better than an AI generator, which I personally find funny because your solution to fighting back against artificial intelligence is providing it more data to work with, you fucking retard. Now, there's no secret that I dislike AI art because I personally find it to go against what art actually is and reduces art to a product rather than a form of visual expression, and only serves to benefit greedy capitalists while disadvantaging other people. Which it may start as a fun little filter now, but if Mr. Krabs and Lucifer gets dollar signs in our eyes, who's to say it'll stop at art? Because I don't give a fuck about morality, and listen to the liberals watching, no one gives a fuck about morality. People do shit because it benefits them or it doesn't benefit them. So instead of relying on emotional based arguments, try relying on the fact of how much our lives are gonna suck in the future. Because remember, no man is an island and everything affects everyone. Now that my doom rant is over, a good way to fight back against AI art is by poisoning the data that runs it. Lavender Town made a good video introducing this program called Nightshade. What it does is that it alters the image the AI sees in your art, essentially feeding it bad data. And since generative AI essentially runs on the bad data you feed it, you can kind of see where I'm going with this. I highly encourage creators and developers to focus on technology like this, especially if you're a non-artist or a coder, because generative AI isn't just going after artists, you're also on the chopping block as well. If you don't want your voice and likeness to be used in ads you didn't consent to, especially if they're a risk to your brand, then I highly recommend you support this and similar technologies at the forefront. Or not, I don't know, I'm not omniscient, don't take everything I say as gospel. Now it's time for the emotional part of the video, you know, the sappy part that tell you a whole philosophical, emotional shit, whatever. And lastly, if all else fails and AI becomes an effective replacement for artists, it's important to remember that human expression and desire to see it never dies. There are two types of people in this context: those who care about the food and those who appreciate it, those who watch the film and those who buy the director's cut, those who watch the anime and those who read the manga's other works. And a majority of people fit into the former. That's just a harsh fact. The average person doesn't care. For normies, facts are relative and only applies if it directly affects them. For them, a lamp is a lamp. They don't care what goes into the food, they don't care about controversy, they're gonna eat McDonald's regardless. Those are the people generative AI is for. They don't care about the face, they just care about the product.
Nobody gives a care about the fate of labor as long as they can get their instant gratification.
Welcome to capitalism. Then you have the other end of the spectrum. People that get inspired, people that grow up with the artist, people that grow an attachment to the hand that draws their favorite pictures. Back when I was a kid, Bleedman was that guy. Powerpuff Girls D, goated. Grimtails, slightly goated. Mini Mandy is still a weirdo, and Mimi is the precious thing ever. That straight up ignited my interest in drawing. Storytime animators, need I say more? The furry community. Say what you want about that community, but that community is driven by human creativity. Artists with fun personalities and creative gimmicks, they sneak into their work. You make me sick, Kyle. And the community formed around their creative output. We got Van sharing whole ass recipes in his games. I only heard this dude speak once. Rap. Country. Need I say more? You ever felt the euphoria of finding the artist responsible for your childhood obsession or trauma? And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, that's sweet and all, but admiration doesn't pay the bills. And that's true, but you're forgetting that people are willing to support things they admire or feel they have a parasocial connection to. And the thing about capitalism is that it's a double-edged sword, and the principle of quality over quantity will always come into play when it comes to customer satisfaction. And I believe if generative AI begins taking over big corporations, I feel that would create a demand for more human and authentic work, leading people to more independent creators. Hell, that was the reason YouTubers became popular in the first place, because it was a human talking to you, and not some larger-than-life celebrity shoving a product down your throat. I might make a video talking about how YouTubers became less relatable in the future. But yeah, I believe that if artificial intelligence becomes mainstream and begins taking over big corporations, I feel it will just send us back to the vlogging era of the internet, where high quality and larger than life production is put to the wayside in favor of a homemade grungy aesthetic. But that's just my opinion. What do you think?